Hello and welcome to this webinar recording of the Mōdere Compensation Plan. My name is Justin Prince, and it's my honor to be able to walk you through this information and to get you some more information on how the Mōdere Compensation Plan works and how it can positively affect you and your family. So here's the goal for this presentation. My goal is not to give you every last little tiny rule and technicality and detail and percentage. My goal instead is to basically share with you what you need to know, basically more like do this and get this. I want to share with you what I'd want you to share with me. Compensation plans are designed more about behaviors. What do I need to do to make the dollars that I'm looking to make? And within the Mōdere Compensation Plan, you can hit all of those numbers. Now, our goal when this was designed was to fulfill the promise of true residual income. And the way that we look at it at Mōdere is that you need two things. You need true customer acquisition and retail customers, and you need true leadership. And so this compensation plan rewards you for acquiring customers and rewards you for becoming and developing leaders within your organization. I'm going to break this first into 3 steps that you're going to want to run on in your first 6 months as you get started in Mōdere. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to live clean for free and get your 3. Second thing is become and maintain what's called a team leader, and I'll explain what that means more. And then third is achieve and maintain what's called a director 1. And again, I'll explain what that means. So these are the 3 steps that we're going to walk through. And as I share with you these 3 steps, I'll share with you the behaviors to hit these 3, and then also how these can start to affect your business positively. So step 1 is live clean for free and get your 3. Now, this idea of living clean for free is a building block that you'll build your whole business on. Your customers can live clean for free, and you can live clean for free as a social marketer, and everyone on your team can as well. If you want to have significant retention in your business, focus on helping every person to live clean for free, because when they're getting $99 monthly shopping credits to Mōdere.com for products they're already purchasing, there's no reason for them to ever quit the order, ever stop living clean for free. So here's how it works. Here's how living clean for free works. First of all, step 1 is you need to be on a $99 monthly smart ship. The reason for that is when you get your $99 shopping credit, it's coming against your smart ship. So you want to be on your smart ship so you can get the shopping credit off of your smart ship. Number 2 is you want to have a minimum of at least 3 customers. And number 3, these 3 customers need to order a minimum of at least a combined $299 worth of total orders. So you need at least 3 customers to live clean for free, and you need at least $299 worth of combined total orders. Now, your new customer orders count each month. Your new customer orders count them and all of their revenue that they generate, all of the volume that generates. What also counts is your customers' smart ship reorders. So, for example, if you had 6 customers that ordered $50, you would live clean for free because you had at least 3 with the 6, and you had at least $299 with the $300 worth of combined orders. So that's how you live clean for free. At least 3 customers, at least 3 social marketers, and that is your goal for everyone on your team and all of your customers to actually live clean for free. The next goal is to get your 3. Live clean for free and get your 3. Now, in Mōdere, we have many different ways you can join the business, different social launch collections that help you kind of launch your business effectively. The one I'm going to share this whole presentation off of, and the one I'm going to actually encourage you to use in your own business and for yourself, is our Social Plus collection. The Social Plus collection is $499. It gets you access to 2 of our launch collections. It's going to help you launch your business effectively. It gets you access to the entire path to escape in your first 6 months. It also gets you access to $480 worth of Mōdere ID samples that you'll receive over the next, you'll receive 2 a month every month for the next year. So the Social Plus collection is the one that I not only would encourage you to purchase, but also encourage you to teach. Now, what should you do? You should do what's right for you, but that's the way I would encourage you because it helps you to kind of get your business off started on the right foot. In Mōdere, we're only paid on product orders. And so if you want to, if someone orders our $49 social kit, they're fully eligible for commissions in our compensation structure and so on. But the one that, again, I'm going to build this whole presentation off of is this 480-point order, which is the $499 Social Marketer Plus collection. These 480 points, these are called marketer points, is 480. Let me walk you through what happens when you live clean for free and you get your 3. First, each one of your 3 that we're talking about here need to order that 480-point order. And when this happens in a calendar month, you've become what's called a senior consultant. I'm going to explain to you more what that means. It's a big deal. It's your very first rank in Mōdere. It's a very big deal. You've also earned what's called a Get 3 doubler. So let me explain to you what's going to happen in your business when you live clean for free and get your 3. Number one, you become a senior consultant. Senior consultants have 1,500 of total organizational volume, total team volume. That includes all of their customers, all of their team's customers. And they can count 750 of that from their biggest team. So you can count 750 from your biggest line. That's when you become a senior consultant. This is a big deal. A lot of cool things happen here. When you first join Mōdere as a social marketer, you're going to earn a 10% commission on all of your social marketers' first orders. So for example, if someone were to order a 480 point order, you would make 10% commission, which would be $48. And that happens as you're heading up to senior consultant. Well, once you hit and become a senior consultant or higher, you actually double your commission. You go from 10% to 20%. So it's a big deal. You want to become a senior consultant or higher because you're going to earn double the money. You basically earn 20% commission on any new person that enrolls in your business. Now, here's what's so cool with this Get 3 doubler. When you're a senior consultant or higher, and you get 3 social marketers that join with you within 2 calendar months. So 2 full calendar months, a November, December, a January, February, etc. 2 calendar months. When 3 social marketers join you on that 480 point order, the company actually doubles your commission from 20% to 40%. So let's say that in December, you were to enroll 1 person at 480 points. You're a senior consultant or higher. And then in January, you get 2 more folks that join with you as social marketers. They order 480 point orders in January. Well, what happens is because you're a senior consultant, you're going to make 20% commission on the first order in December. And then in January, on the second order, you'll make 20%. On the third order, you'll make 40%, not just on the third order, but on the second and first orders as well. So it goes back retroactively and pays you the 40%. So your goal is to get your 3. And again, to do that within a 2 calendar month period and to become a senior consultant. Now, why? Because then they double your commission again. It's 4 times where you started at, and it's double what you get as a senior consultant or higher. So these Get 3 doublers, you can earn these over and over and over again, which I'm going to cover here in a few minutes. So again, your goal, live clean for free and get your 3. This is your very first goal. This is the building block of how you're going to build your whole business, is live clean for free and get your 3. I could show someone how to make a $500 a month income, a $5,000 a month income, or a 7-figure a year income based on this same building block of living clean for free and getting your 3. When you do this, you'll have earned $600. And the way that $600 comes from, again, is because you kicked in that Get 3 doubler. So again, when you live clean for free, get your 3, you've earned $600. Second step is you're going to become a team leader. And then you're going to maintain it once within your first 6 months. Now, here's what happens. You win what's called a Mōdere experience. These are super cool. So custom suits, skydiving, Mary Maids, deep cleaning your house. You can pick what you want. They're customizable, but you win a Mōdere experience for becoming a team leader and maintaining it within your first 6 months. Now, to become a team leader, you need 3,000 in total team volume. This, again, includes all of your team's orders plus all their customers' orders plus all of your customer orders. You can count 1,500 from your biggest team or your max leg. Now, what happens is you earn the Mōdere experience, and you also earn a $500, basically a cash rank advancement bonus. This is paid out over 3 months. As you hit and maintain, you get this $500 paid out over the next 3 months. Now, let's walk through how do you become a team leader, right? First thing we're going to do is we're going to live clean for free, get our first 3 customers, and then we're going to get 3. Live clean for free, get your 3. When you get your 3 people that join at the Social Plus collection. Now, what do you think we're going to teach them to do? The exact same thing that you were taught to do, which is live clean for free, get your 3, live clean for free, get your 3, and again, live clean for free, get your 3. We're going to teach them the same duplication system and process that you learned. Now, to do this, at this point, this is the structure for team leader. At this point, you actually have the revenue, the volume to become a team leader. And as you hit and maintain that, you earn the Mōdere experience and that $500 rank advancement bonus. Your next goal is to become what's called a Director 1. Now, Director 1, your goal is to hit and maintain this. This is how you win the Mōdere Escape. Now, these escapes are unbelievable. I can't wait for you to experience these. It's literally part of a modern life that's styled by Mōdere. You're going to love them. All expense-paid trips for you and your significant other all over the world. Here's how you become a Director 1. You have a total of 12,000 of total volume within your entire organization. 7,500 you can count from your max team. When you hit and maintain Director 1 in your first 6 months, you win the Mōdere, or you earn the Mōdere Escape. That's the trip. And you also get a $1,000 cash rank advancement bonus that's paid over the next 6 months as you hit and maintain Director 1. So this is a big, big step. So you've noticed we've talked about becoming a senior consultant, a team leader, and a Director 1. These are 3 building block ranks that you're going to build your business on. Now, let me walk you through structurally what this looks like. First thing you're going to do is you're going to live clean for free. You're going to get your first 3 customers. Once you live clean for free, you're going to get your first 3 social marketers, people that have ordered the Plus collection. What are we going to teach them to do? Live clean for free, get their 3, right? Live clean for free, get their 3. Then guess what we're going to teach their brand new people to do, these folks here? Live clean for free and get your 3, right? Live clean for free, get your 3. You're going to hear that language a lot, repeatedly, this idea of living clean for free and get your 3, right? When you do this, this is now the structure for a Director 1. When you hit and maintain Director 1 your first 6 months, you actually win the Mōdere Escape. So that's how the system works. Let's walk through those 3 steps one last time. Step 1, live clean for free, get your 3. Means you're going to get your first 3 customers with at least $299 worth of orders, and your first 3 social marketers with the 480 point plus collections. You become a senior consultant, you qualify for a get 3 doubler, and you've earned $600. Now, step 2, what are we going to do? We're going to teach our 3 people to live clean for free, get their 3. We win the Mōdere experience by becoming hitting and maintaining a team leader. And then what are we going to teach our folks to do? We're going to help 3 people win the Mōdere experiences, and you win the Mōdere trip. You've now become a Director 1 and you maintain it. So those are the 3 steps. Live clean for free, get your 3. Help 3 people do the same, win the experience, help 3 people win the experience, you win the trip. That's how the model works. Now, I'm not going to deep dive into this part, but as you help other people win the trip, by, again, living clean for free and so on, getting their 3, you can build a great business over time. Help 3 people, 6 people, 12 people, 24 people from your team go on the trip. And these are some kind of ranges, some ideas of kind of where you'd be at economically as far as your monthly residual income, 3 to 5,000 a month, 5 to 10, 14 to 20, or 25 to 50, 1,000 a month or more. So the range is there, and it's all built on this idea of living clean for free and getting your 3. Now, do you have to stop once you get 3? Let me share with you what's going on behind the scenes as you're doing this. When you get your first 3 and that doubler kicks in, you make $600, right? First 3 folks in the Plus collection. Now, when you help your 3 to get their 3, because remember, what are you going to teach them? You're going to teach them to live clean for free and get their 3. When they do that, you've actually made $1,500, a $1,500 bonus. It's the 600, and then you added another 9. When you get 6, you made $1,200. You help 6 people to live clean for free and get their 3. You made $3,300. Because what I'm going to share with you is this: don't just stop at 3. Don't just enroll 3 and hope that they run you to the sunset. Maybe you might need to enroll 3 or 6 or 9 or 12 or over time, maybe more than that, maybe 15, 20, 30, 40 people over time you introduce to becoming social marketers. At this present time, my wife and I have introduced 56 people over the last couple of years. And we just are kind of always looking for great people that we would like to partner with and so on. So don't only stop at 3. When you enroll 9 people, you make $1,800. And when you help those 9 to get 3, you make $6,500. Enroll 12 people, help them to get their 3, and you make over $10,000. So again, in the front end of Mōdere's plan, there's extreme amount of money to be able to be made to come in and to help people to live clean for free and get their 3. It's very profitable to do that. Now let's talk about your monthly commission. Just kind of deep dive in a little bit into how you get paid each month, because so far what we've talked about, at least in that last section, with that you get 3 and then help them to get their 3, those are kind of bonuses, kind of cash upfront bonuses as people are first joining your team. Let's talk about your residual commission, your ongoing commission. Let me give you 2 concepts. The first is what's called the power of customer pods. This is something that Mōdere has that no other company in the world has, and no one does it the unique way that we do it. So when you introduce a customer to Mōdere.com, as you know, use your little promotion code, the company then starts marketing to your customers with flash sales and limit time offers and promotions and so on. So you're paid on all of your customers' orders, but then your customers are actually incentivized to share their code, giving their friend $10 off, and you getting $10, and then receiving $10 on their next order. So it's what's called a give-get model. They can give benefit, get benefit. Well, you are paid on your customers' orders and all of their customers' referrals and all of their customers' referrals and all of their customer referrals to literally a limitless degree. There's no limit to how many levels you're paid on these different customer referrals in these customer pods. And it's super exciting because you can earn up to 42% commission on all of the customer orders in your entire customer pod. And there's $100 to $1,000 monthly and $100 to $1,000 quarterly bonuses. So let me walk you through how that commission works. When you first start as a social marketer, between when you start to when you have about 249 points in your customer pod worth of customer orders, you'll make 10% commission. When you hit 250 points, you're going to make 15% commission. Once you hit 500 points or more, when you hit 500 customer points, you become what's called a bronze, and you get 20% commission from there on out. So just 20% commission from there on out. But then there's these bonuses you're seeing here, 100 to 1,000. These are monthly and then quarterly bonuses as you hit silver with 1,000 points, or gold with 2,000, or platinum with 3,000, or platinum 1 with 5, and platinum 2 with 7,000. These are monthly bonuses you're going to receive in addition to your commission. And these monthly bonuses, as you hit these ranks 3 months in a row, you actually get these bonuses again. So let me just give you guys a quick example. If you were a platinum, just right here, this platinum, you have 3,000 in customer orders, 3,000 in customer sales within your pod. And again, even if someone one of your customers refers a friend and their friend refers a friend, all of those customer orders count towards your pod. The lowest income you would make monthly, the lowest you could possibly make ever as a qualifying platinum each month, is $1,100 a month. Can you imagine? $1,100 a month. And then check this out. That doesn't include the additional $500 you would get on your every third month. So you would be averaging $1,266 a month as a qualifying platinum in Mōdere, and that's only from your customers. At this point, you actually haven't even built a team yet. This is just from the power of building your customer pod. Now let's talk about team building. We have the ability for people to become leaders and to develop into a leader and to develop an organization and a team where you can leverage the productivity and successes and efforts of many. Well, let me give you guys a quick example just to help illustrate the power of our team building side of our business when you combine team building with the power of customer pods. So let's say that you were to introduce 3 social marketers. Remember we said live clean for free and get your 3. Let's just kind of play off that model for a moment. You introduce 3 social marketers. Your 3 social marketers each introduce 3 new social marketers. So you teach them the same pattern of duplication that you did, which is live clean for free, get their 3. Each of these social marketers, let's say in this example, are ordering 100 points of Mōdere's products each month. So they're ordering 100 points of Mōdere products. And this example is if you were making 5% commission. Our commission plan actually pays out a little higher than this, but I want you just to see this as an illustration. So here's the dollars, right? You were to introduce your 3 people. They ordered 100 points of Mōdere products. They introduced 3, who introduced 3, who introduced 3, who introduced 3, etc. You can see how the duplication begins to kind of kick in and the numbers begin to kind of kick in over time. This is, again, based on 3 who got 3 who got 3, right? Well, let me share with you the power of these customer pods and the real power of this social retail model. You introduce 3 social marketers like we talked about before. Those 3 introduce 3 as well. Each of them order 100 points of Mōdere's products. Now, here's the power of these pods. Let's say that each one of these social marketers each has 10 customers in their pod. They have 10 customers per social marketer. And let's say that for this example, that these customers are also ordering 100 points a month. Now, again, this is an illustrative example. This isn't a guarantee of income. It's also not a guarantee that the duplication will happen this perfectly. But I do want to point out to you that Mōdere is already averaging 10 customers to every 1 social marketer. What's even more compelling than that is our customer reorders have been averaging over 60% monthly. That's monthly reorders, not annual. And what's also more compelling than that is 1 out of 5 of all of our customers are coming to the site and purchasing from the referral of customers. In other words, 20% of the people shopping at Mōdere.com are coming there from customer referrals. So our customers are actually helping us to share. So I think over time we can actually get our averages. Our averages have been as low as 5 to 1, which is, when I say low, there's direct sales companies that would fall over and dream of having a 5 to 1 ratio. They're typically a negative 4 to 5 to 1 ratio themselves. And we've been as high as 14 to 1. So I think that we'll continue to get, we've averaged about 10 to 1 as an average. I think that will continue to consistently climb over the time as we get better at building and developing our customer bases. But again, this is an example of a 5% override. This is the same numbers you saw before. This is if you had just a team of people that were consuming and using and living clean with Mōdere products. This is an example if that team each had 10 customers each monthly that were consuming and using and living clean with Mōdere products. And you can see the dramatic difference with the power of these pods. as people use and reorder Mōdere products over time. Now, let me share with you kind of how normal networking typically comes together. Sometimes the best people that join your business aren't people that you personally introduce. Sometimes it's someone that maybe a friend of yours introduced you to someone who really kind of gets it and it really kind of turns on. Well, in most compensation plans, most networking compensation plans, you're going to be paid 6 to 9 levels of commissions. This is very average, very ordinary, 6 or 7 or 8 levels, maybe a 9th level of commission. Well, Mōdere doesn't pay on levels, we pay on generations. Now, what that means is you'll be paid probably about 3 to 4 times deeper in a Mōdere compensation plan than you will in a traditional network marketing compensation plan. Let me explain to you why. Traditionally, what happens is, let's say that you become a senior consultant or above. You introduce, in your case, you lived clean for free. You started building your customer pod, and then you also got your 3 in this example. Well, let's say that your people maybe they lived clean for free, but they only got 1, who only got 1, who only got 1, who actually introduced someone to you on your 5th level, who really is the star. They're really the one that goes out. So that not everyone got 3, right? They maybe just got 1, maybe 2. They weren't really actively building. Maybe they were more focused on customer acquisition, for example. In the Mōdere plan, all of the revenue, all of the social marketer orders, and all of their customer orders that are in between you and this level 5, they will all compress into 1 generation. So basically what that means is this. You'll be able to reach, in a traditional plan, maybe 6, 7, 8, 9 levels. In a Mōdere plan, you could reach as deep as 40, 50, 60 levels deep within your organization to be paid on all of those orders from both your social marketers and customers. This is an extremely powerful part of the Mōdere compensation plan. You're paid a percentage as you go up in rank. These different titles, I'm going to discuss these titles here in a moment, starting with senior consultant to team leader to director 1. You've already heard about those. But we go up through the ranks. The higher you go, the higher percentage you make on each generation. Again, not each level, each generation of compensation. And we pay on 8 generations of senior consultants down through your organization. Now, let me talk to you about your structure and kind of maximizing the plan. To maximize the Mōdere compensation plan, you need 3 teams to maximize it, 3 different lines. From a structure perspective, one of the other very unique things about this plan is all you need in each one of those lines is 1 team leader. 1 person that it becomes a team leader. A team leader is, again, someone that has 3,000 in volume with 1,500 in a max leg. This is so simple. Most compensation plans, you need an ambassador, or you need to personally sponsor people who personally sponsor people who personally sponsor people. And if no one, if they ever stop ordering or whatever, your whole organization can fall apart. Those of us that are listening to this have ever had that happen, know how terrible that can be. All you need is 1 team leader. Now, if you personally enroll somebody who develops into a team leader, that line counts for you. All the revenue that comes from that line counts. If someone in your team were to enroll someone who becomes a team leader, that line would count not only for you, but these guys would each have a team leader line as well that would count for them. And let me give you another just example to illustrate the point. If someone in your upline were to place someone in your organization who becomes a team leader, that would count not only for you, but for this person and a team leader line for this person as well. So you need 1 team leader. If they're on your 700th level, it still counts. They don't have to be personally sponsored and they don't have to be frontline. Now, I'm going to encourage you to build more than 3 teams. Now, you're saying, well, why would I build more than 3 teams if I only need 3 teams to go to the top of the compensation plan? One of my mentors, he asked me once, he said, Justin, let me ask you a question. He said, how many tires do you have on your car? And I immediately responded, I have 4. He said, no, you have 5. You have 4 and a spare. So his thing was, if you need 3 lines, build 5 lines. If you need 3, build 5 was his logic. If you need 3, build 5. You'll build a more profitable business. Remember I shared that example earlier of 3, who got 3, who got 3, who got 3, and those numbers continue to exponentially grow. If you were to do that same illustration with 5, who got 5, your mind would almost explode. I mean, it's so much more powerful. It's also more stable. If one of your teams ever maybe gets a little tired and wants to do real estate, or they leave and want to do something else, your whole business doesn't get wobbly on you. It's still super stable because you have 5 teams, 4 or 5 teams. Typically, when someone becomes like a director 1 or director 2, maybe even a director 3, I encourage them to start building their 4th team, 5th team, and so on. Now, why? The other reason is this. When you become an elite 1 in Mōdere, an elite 1 or above, so elite 1, 2, and 3, and I'm explaining to you what that means in one moment. An elite 1, 2, or 3, you make an additional 4% override on that entire 8 generation unilevel. So instead of making 7%, you'd make 11%. Instead of making 5%, you'd make 9%. So an additional 4% override on your fourth line and beyond. And so it's extremely lucrative to go wide as well. As you become an elite, elite 1, 2, or 3, you make even more income as your people are building a little bit more width, because you're getting an additional 4% on each one of those generations. So again, if you need 3, build 5. All new social marketers that you enroll go into a 60-day holding tank, so you actually have some time to figure out who's who. Everyone kind of talks a good game when they first join, but you can kind of figure out who's who. And as they go into that holding tank, you can decide where you need them within your organization. Let's quickly walk through the titles within Mōdere as far as the different ranks that we have. You start the business as a consultant, and then our first title, our first rank, is when you become senior consultant. This is when you have 1,500 in sales. You go from consultant into the team leader ranks. We have team leader and senior team leader. That is at 3,000 and 6,000. And again, each one of these has their own little max leg requirements. When you leave team leader, you go into the director ranks. Director 1, 2, and 3, 12,000, 25, and 50,000 of total organizational volume. And then when you leave the director ranks, you go into the elite ranks, elite 1, 2, and 3. And again, these each have their own max leg requirements as well. Now, so let me walk you through the back end of the plan and how we develop leadership in the plan. This is one of the most unique and most compelling parts of the Mōdere Compensation Plan. It's what's called a leadership development bonus. It's a check match that you can actually receive on all of the incomes, all the checks of your people within your organization. Now, let me share this. This begins when you hit Director 1. So when you win that Mōdere Escape and you hit Director 1, you actually begin the check match right there at Director 1. The example I'm going to share with you is that when you hit Elite 3. I'm going to share at Elite 3 because it helps to kind of exaggerate the point of how powerful this model really is. So when you hit Elite 3, let's say that this box represents your entire organization. All of your team and all of your customers are represented right there in that little box, that E3 box. The average income of an E3 has been anywhere from about $30,000 a month to $200,000 a month. So it's probably averages about $50,000 to $120,000 a month. So it's extremely lucrative to be an E3. Now, let's say that you open up your organization, you open up that little box of all the people that are in your group, and down one of your lines, you have an E3. Let's say that this E3 is making also $50,000 a month from their 8th-generation unilevel. From their unilevel, they're making a $50,000 a month residual check. Well, you would check match 22% each month of their 8th-generation deep unilevel portion of their check. So they're making $50,000 a month from that bonus. You'd make an $11,000 monthly match on that bonus. In that E3's organization, if they have an E2, you'd make a 20% match of their 8th-generation deep unilevel. E1, 18%, D3, 16%, D2, 14, D1, 12, all the way down to your team leaders. You would make 10% match of their 8th-generation deep unilevel, the unilevel portion of their residual income. Now, here's what's so cool about this is if you are here as the big leader and you come all the way down and help people in your organization to succeed, let's say you help this team leader succeed, when their check goes up, guess whose check also goes up? Yours does, right? Because you're matching on their check. Well, when their check goes up, guess who else's check goes up? All of the people in their line, because you're building the volume or the fire, if you will, from the bottom up. So the power of this is you can really work leader to leader. You can get down there in your group and help the team to grow and to expand because you're matching on their checks. The guy that built this plan has worked from everyone from Avon to startups and basically everyone in between. He's the top comp plan genius in the profession. He called us one day and he said, there's something really powerful about your plan that you guys need to see. I go, what's that? He said, when you're paid on your whole business, like you would be here, he said, you're paid once on your business. He said, which is fair. That's what you should be paid. He said, but with this check match, you're paid 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, 8 times on the same exact volume. He said, that's very powerful. He said, you should tell people that. I said, I'll tell them. So here I am telling you. Now, here's the thing. Let's take all of this generation, this first generation of elite. Let's take this E3 right here. We've opened up their organization. Let's take this E3 and let's close that and put, let's say that all those spots that we just showed, that whole group is represented right here. So here you are. Here's that entire organization we just represented. That's one generation. We're actually paid 2 generations of Elite 3s, and this is per enrollment. Per person that you personally enroll, you're paid 2 generations of Elite 3s per enrollment. This is so powerful, and over time, I believe that Mōdere will have some of the biggest, if not the biggest, bonus checks that the networking or direct sales world has ever seen. because of the power of this customer pod model combined with the back-end power of this incredible engine that drives leadership development within your organization. Now, if all of that's not enough, we also have an elite lifestyle bonus. As you come into this business and you really push go, you can earn up to $1 million elite lifestyle bonus paid out over 24 months. As you hit it and then help your team hit it, that's how you rank advance through this, by becoming an elite and racing from elite 1, 2, and 3. So it's been my honor to be able to share the Mōdere Compensation Plan with you. Again, it really comes down to 3 steps. Live clean for free, get your 3. Next, help your 3 to live clean for free, get their 3, win an experience, help 3 folks win the experience, you win the Mōdere Escape. Teach that same principle over and over and over, and that's how the business is built. I'm honored to be here with you. Can't wait to meet you in person. Have a great day.